Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm happy to be back again sharing the word with you guys. So today I'm going to give you some tips on what to look out for when you want to pick a godly partner, or what you should put in mind, the things that you have to consider before you choose a partner for yourself. So if you're single, this video is for you. Watch till the end. We all know that marriage is not easy. Yes, it is not easy, and choosing the right partner for yourself is very, very important, because that person, you are going to live with that person for the rest of your life. So it's very important that you choose right. So before I move forward, I want you to know that if you are choosing a partner, remember that you are choosing a mother for your children, you are choosing a father for your children. How do we choose right? The first thing I have to emphasize is that as a Christian, we have to have a healthy relationship with the Holy Spirit. When Jesus was leaving this earth, he sent the Holy Spirit to live in us. So as a child of God, you have the Holy Spirit living in you. What the Holy Spirit helps you to do is to make right decision. He guides you along the right path for yourself. So the Holy Spirit will guide you in every areas in your life. So as a Christian, before you want to choose a right partner, you ask the Holy Spirit, because most times we human beings, we look at the outward appearance, but the Holy Spirit can see through a person's heart. The Holy Spirit can know what is going to happen in the future, and he might warn you not to take some certain decision or not to get married to a particular person, because the Holy Spirit can see through that person. But if you don't have a relationship with the Holy Spirit, you might not know his voice, and you might not know when he's warning you, right? So I advise, first of all, you should have a serious relationship with the Holy Spirit. I want you to know that the Holy Spirit is the one who can actually help you to choose wisely, who can help you to choose the right partner. Because most of the time we can see the girl is beautiful, I love her because she's beautiful, I love him because he's very handsome, he take care of me, he gives me money. But the Holy Spirit might be telling you, no, 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 I can see through him, it's not good for you. No, 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 I can see through her, she's not good for you. And we may be looking like in the physical, oh no, he's good, I love him. Let me tell you, love is not enough to sustain a marriage, right? And when you think about the fact that those people who are divorced, do you think that they did not love each other? They did love each other, but they ignore some certain things that were very crucial for them to pay attention to. That is what I'm going to tell you. Those things that we ignore, those things that we don't pay attention to, those are the things I want to help you to know. So the first point I want to say is that before you want to pray for a godly partner, ask yourself, am I a good person? Will I make a good wife? Will I make a good husband? Do a self-check. Ask the Holy Spirit, is there any area in my life, or is there any attitude of mine that can be a problem to me when I eventually get married? Because we ignore some certain things in our life. We know our weaknesses. We ourselves will know the area that we are weak in. We don't really care about those things, but these are the things that we take into marriage, and we start having problem with our spouse. So do a self check. Ask yourself, am I ready even to get married? The fact that you have reached a certain age to get married, it does not necessarily mean that you are mature enough to be a good wife or a good husband. So you ask the Holy Spirit. So you ask the Holy Spirit to help you to show your weaknesses, or to show you those things that you are that to show you those areas in your life that you are lacking, that might be a problem for you when you get married. So another thing I want to say is that Check your family background. Is there any negative pattern in your family? These are the things that we don't pay attention to. Check in your family. Maybe there is a problem of barrenness. Maybe in your family people don't get married. Maybe in your family people don't have children. Maybe in your family people are not, your parents were not faithful to each other. Maybe in your family when they get married, their marriage never lasts. Those are the things that you have to look out for, because those are generational curses that you have to pray that it will not happen to you. You have to break those generational problem in your marriage before you get into it, so that you will not find yourself in a situation that you are spending all the rest of your life praying for praying about ancestral curse, or finding yourself going through the same cycle. Check the negative pattern in your family, and most of the time what you saw growing up may affect you greatly. It may not apply to everybody, but most of the time the things that we saw our parents do while we were growing up might affect us. Maybe your father was not faithful to your mom. You saw your father cheat on your mom consistently, and maybe he was not even hiding it. Those things may affect a guy, and maybe he has seen it for a very long time, and it has become normal for him, and he find himself doing those things. Sometimes people like that, they are good people, is because of what they have seen growing up. So you ask your spouse, how were your parents' relationship? How did your mother treat your father? How did your father treat your mother? What are the things growing up? What is your idea about marriage? Because people might have funny ideas about marriage. Let me tell you, people will go into marriage with some funny ideas, maybe because of where they grew up or what they have seen growing up. It may affect them, and they think that it is normal. That's how we treat each other. That is how you treat your husband. That is how you treat your wife. It has become normal for them because that is what they have seen all their life. And you may think that these people are bad people. No, they are not bad people. It's just that where they grew up, that is what they saw. So when you are in courtship, these are the questions you have to ask your partner. What is your view about marriage? So those are the things that you have to consider, because if you don't ask those questions, you start seeing people acting a funny way when they get married. You start seeing negative behavior, and you start asking yourself, how did I get here? Where is this behavior coming from? It came from their parents. It came from the background that they came from. So don't take these things too lightly. I'll give example for myself. When I got married, my mom had serious anger issue, but me, when I was growing up, I was very peaceful. I was very loving, full of laughter, full of joy. But I realized that when I got married, those attitudes started manifesting in my marriage. So I started having anger issue, and I had to pray and cancel those things so that it will not affect my children. Same with my husband. When we got married, when I asked him for money, he would say, I don't have money. I don't have. Even when he have, his first response was, I don't have money. And that thing was annoying to me. I was so angry. It brought so many problems in our marriage because I did not understand. Not that he does not want to give me, but his first response would be, I don't have. Then maybe you will give me later. And it was so annoying for me. So I think years back, we were discussing about it. He told me that was what he saw his mom always say to them. When he goes to his mom and asks for money, first thing that his mom will say is that, I don't have money. He says that all the time, and I also witnessed it, because when we got married, I stayed with the mom for about 2 months. That helped me to understand why he was acting that way. So those things have an effect on people. Maybe your spouse, maybe the person you want to get married to, maybe the father was a drunkard, or he was an alcoholic. Those things might affect the guy too. It may not. Maybe now he's not doing those things. Maybe when he get married and he start having so much stress, maybe he will find himself doing those things. So that there are some character that may manifest during the marriage. So don't ignore. Don't say, no, we love each other, it doesn't matter. My dear, love is not enough. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. Those people who are divorced today, they love each other. Love is never enough. We should always ask the Holy Spirit to help us, to open our eyes to see those things that may be hidden to us. Maybe because of love, we are love, we don't see those weaknesses. Don't be in a hurry to plan for a wedding when you have not taken your time to really do a background check on each other. It's very important if you want to have a happy home. And if you see all those negative patterns, come together and pray about it before you get married. Make sure you talk about those things, how you can overcome it helps so that even when you get married, you have already have a background idea on what you are getting into, so that when your husband start behaving a certain way, you know where these things are coming from, and you can easily help him to go through it, instead of being angry maybe because you did not know all those things. So consider those facts, right? The last thing I want to say is that deal with past trauma in your life. Maybe you have been in a relationship in the past that people were cheating on you, and you have this mindset that men are cheat, and if you take those mindset into marriage, it might become a problem for you, because you feel that that is how all men are. You will start monitoring your husband, you will start checking his phone, and these things might be annoying to your spouse, and you will start causing problem for it, and it might start causing problem for you people. But if you ask the Holy Spirit to help you to heal from your past trauma in the past, or what somebody did to you maybe when growing up, deal with all those things. Sit back and reflect. You might think these things are not important. It is important. It might be a guy that maybe he has dated many girls that were not faithful to him, or they were always eating his money. They never love him. He might take those mindset into marriage, thinking that that is how all women are. Women like money, they don't care about people. No, we should erase all those mindset. Make sure you heal mentally. Make sure your mind is being renewed. Make sure you talk to somebody. Ask for help if need be. Ask somebody, talk to somebody. If you have a counselor, you can meet a counselor. Deal with the past trauma in your life, so that when you get into marriage, you'll be able to love on your husband or to love on your wife, and you'll come into marriage with a better version of yourself. Erase all those negativity that you had in the past, and come in with a new mindset that I'm getting into the Holy Spirit is going to help me. Listen, you need the Holy Spirit throughout your marriage, because He is there to teach you, He is there to help you, He is there to comfort you, He is there to give you advice on what to do when you are confused. So the most important thing I want to say is that make the Holy Spirit your constant companion. You need it the rest of your life, because there are some days you will not know what to do. You will be so confused. You will be so depressed. You will need Him. He will comfort you. Listen, the Holy Spirit is my best friend. Don't think that your husband will give you happiness. When you are going to marry, hold Jesus in your right hand and hold your happiness in your left hand, because you are going to need it. Don't lean on another person for your happiness. Lean on to Jesus, and He is going to help you. I hope this encourages you. Please, if you like the video, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment. See you guys in my next video. Goodbye.